Depending upon which side of the transaction that you're on, the most common question a real estate agent gets is now a good time to buy a home? Or is now a good time to sell a home? And in this video today, I'm going to talk about the buy side of the transaction, and we're specifically going to look at Frisco, Texas. So is now a good time to buy a home in Frisco, Texas? Hi, this is Andrew with the Andrew Smith team at eXp Realty, and I'm going to start off by asking you a question back, and that's, why are you buying? And I do that because a standard answer that you may hear is now a good time to buy? Sure, it's great. It's a great time to buy. But is it? Is it a great time to buy? And the truth of the matter is there is not a single answer to that question because everybody's situation is different. So in your case, why is it that you're wanting to buy? Are you in a situation where you just got married and you need more space? Do you have a growing family? Are you sick and tired of paying rent and you want a place of your own, more privacy? So you're going to start to build up some equity for yourself. So question number one, you have to look at why it is that you're wanting to buy. The second part of that usually goes along with it is when people ask the question, it usually has to do with the fact that they're concerned about where the market is heading. Nobody wants to pay too much for something. No one wants to buy at the top of the market and then the market is going to come down. And that really depends upon how long you plan on being in your home. It used to be that people lived in a home 3 to 5 years, and that time frame keeps extending. Then it was 5 to 6. Now it's 7 to 9 or even 9 to 10 in many cases. Real estate should always be viewed as a long-term investment, especially if it's your primary residence. So what's the market going to be like in 9 years? I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that question for you. However, what I can tell you with a fair amount of certainty is if you are expecting the market in the next 6, 9, 12 months to crash and prices to come tumbling down, that's not going to happen. How do I know? None of the circumstances that would cause pricing to come down currently exist. Don't get me wrong, we are going through absolutely insane, crazy times. We've just come out of a lockdown, and now all of a sudden coronavirus cases are spiking again. People are unsure, but I don't really think we're going to go back into another lockdown. I don't think anyone's going to go for that. So how is all of that going to play into it? What's the economy going to do? What's unemployment going to do? Nobody knows for sure, but what I do know is that real estate right now is going to lead the economy out of a recession. That's not just my opinion. That's most of the leading economic experts are saying the exact same thing. Now, if we specifically look at real estate pricing, what controls pricing? Supply and demand. Right now, demand is extremely high. Number of homes for sale inventory is low. Demand is high. Real estate in 2020 got off to a great start. It was moving really, really quickly. Then the lockdown came and there was a dip in sales. There was a dip in new listings, which actually just constrained supply even further. Many people have come out of the lockdown time frame or the lockdown period more convinced than ever that they need a house to buy. Either they didn't like being confined in an apartment, or the house they were in didn't work, or maybe they're in a very congested area closer to Dallas or closer to one of the main population centers, and they want to move out. They want to get a little bit more space. The suburbs, not just Frisco, but many of them all around, are becoming extremely popular. So if you've been waiting because you think prices are going to come down, again, I don't think it's going to happen. Supply is tight, demand is high, and prices are continuing to go up. As a matter of fact, they are currently up 4.2% year over year. I'll check that again in a couple of days when the newest numbers come out, but they're up 4.2% year over year, and supply continues to lag well behind the demand that currently exists. And interest rates. I mean, interest rates are phenomenal. They're in the low threes. Actually, I got an email yesterday from a bank that said they had interest rates in the high twos. So high twos to low threes for 30-year fixed rate mortgages. That's insane. It's crazy how good those rates are. Another reason people might be sitting on the fence is lack of down payment. And you can buy a home with about 3.5% down. 3.5%. You can use FHA financing to buy a home. So it's not down payment. The vast majority of people do not put 20% down. If you have 20%, great, but it's not actually needed. So there's probably more available to you than you actually think there are. Now, even though there is a shortage of homes, Frisco is also an area that's growing rapidly. We have the PGA of America moving their headquarters in here. They're going like gangbusters on building the new golf courses. All of the development around the Star continues, and a lot of new communities exist as well. There are currently 73 new home communities in Frisco. So there is still choice there. Even if it's not necessarily the resale that you were looking for, new homes could be an option for you. Now, in the description, directly below this video, I'm including a couple of links for you. One is to do a search, almost like an MLS search, of all new home communities currently available in Frisco or the surrounding area. I'm also going to link to a couple of other videos I did recently on why I don't think prices are going to go down this year. And lastly, I'm going to put a link there to a guide I created on 5 things that you have to do if you're planning to buy a home in today's market. So hopefully that helps. If you think you found some value in this today, go ahead, hit the like button, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. And that way you'll be notified when I put more videos like this out. If you have any questions in the meantime, my contact information is directly below. Please feel free to reach out, and I'm here to help you in any way that I can.